What's good, YouTube? Dorsey Made Gaming here, and I'm sorry I'm not doing the regular video. I'm away from home right now. I'm actually at work getting stuff ready to start the day, but I wanted to put something out really quick. Didn't want to go the weekend without posting something. I will post a video when I get home, but I want to make a real brief video. It's not going to be very long. And what I want to talk about is the potential of Madden NFL18 on the PlayStation 4, as well as on the Xbox Project Scorpio. Now, we know from times past that, uh, like PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3, that Madden actually had different features in those two games. So, I was asked a question in the comments, and I said I was going to do a video on it. So that's what I'm doing right now, just to reply to that. Basically, my thoughts on it. Um, how I feel about it. Well, it would be nice if they did do a little bit extra for the game inside of for the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox One Scorpio. Now, we know that the Scorpio is not going to be out in time for Madden. It's going to be out later. However, they could, well, actually, I really don't know how the developers already have the kits, so they could already be making a version for the Xbox One Scorpio and just have it released when the console release, or do a firmware or patch update that unlocks those other features for that particular console. One thing that I'm very interested in, which I can speak on because it's out, is the PlayStation 4 Pro. If you don't know, a lot of games that are coming out now are PlayStation 4 Pro enhanced. They don't add any more gameplay to the game. What it's basically doing is just adding better resolution, better graphics, and a better frame rate. That doesn't mean that they couldn't add extra stuff into the game, because after all, the PlayStation 4 Pro is more powerful and can handle more than the regular PlayStation 4. So with Madden only being on next gen consoles, we already have an advantage. We'll definitely be getting more inside of Madden than what we've ever gotten before, because it's not going to be on the 360 and the PlayStation 3 like 17 was. If you don't know, by them doing that, it limits what it can do on next gen consoles. So basically, with 17, only difference is the graphical upgrade. So the fact that it's not held back anymore, then we have the potential for something great. I'm going to use this for an example. Injustice. Injustice came out on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. Now, if you look at Injustice 2, they've almost doubled the character lineup, first of all. Not only that, but they've added so much customization and depth to this game. And I know some people look at that and may say, well, why couldn't they have done that before? Because they are limited and held back by previous gen consoles. Same thing with Destiny. Destiny was a game that could have been very, very, very good out the gate. Don't get me wrong, it was good, but it could have been a lot better. Like, I feel like in Destiny 2, we'll get what we should have gotten with Destiny 1 that we could not have gotten because of the game being on last gen consoles as well. The developers even stated that people wanted more vault space. There was a lot of stuff that people wanted that they just could not provide because the game was made for last gen consoles. They don't have the money and the funds. It saves them money to just make one copy and upgrade the graphics, as opposed to like they did with the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 games with sports games. They made two different versions. If you go look back, college football had different features on the PlayStation 2 than it did on PlayStation 3. Same thing with Madden. It was stuff on the PlayStation 2 on the PlayStation 3 that wasn't available on the PlayStation 2 version. So, like I said, y'all, we're looking at something very good. Now, I don't think that they would put stuff in the regular PlayStation 4 version that they wouldn't put in the PlayStation 4 Pro version, but at the same time, it is a possibility, especially when they're only focusing on that particular console. For instance, it could be something small as extra commentary or something of that nature. I don't think that they will do this because from Sony's standpoint, you'll have people that'll miss out. But then at the same time, it could potentially push people to upgrade their consoles to the Pro version, which in the long run schemes, that's what Sony wants everyone to do. I will say and hope that it does have the PlayStation 4 Pro enhanced graphics, because if that's the case, then playing Madden in 4K with the 60 frames per second is going to be epic. It's going to be awesome, no lag, and everything like that, because a lot of the games that are PlayStation 4 Pro enhanced, that's what they bring to the table. They bring to the table better, more stable frame rates and better graphic fidelity and things of that nature. And it does make a difference, especially if you have a 4K television. So that's what I really feel like would be the difference with the PlayStation 4 Pro, and then in the future with the new Xbox console. Like I said, I'm not getting my hopes up thinking they'll actually add extra stuff into the game. Uh, but but the main reason why is because with it just being on next gen, you're going to get extra stuff in the game. Like a lot of the features, people say, well, why couldn't they put all of this into the games before? Because when they're making those games, they only have so much memory to work with. Now that it's only on next gen consoles, now people will begin to see the full potential of the PlayStation 4, Xbox One consoles. You'll see that. If you've seen that with other games. Look at what they were able to do with Call of Duty. Look at what they were able to do with Battlefield 1, with Titanfall 2, and when Injustice 2 comes out, you'll be able to see what they were able to do on that. Destiny 2, same thing. So with Madden, expect a lot of extra features in this game. We may end up getting the Madden that we have been longing for years. A lot of people say EA's been lazy and things of that nature. I don't think that they've been lazy. They've been very limited, like I said, because they are releasing on last gen and next gen consoles. And rather than make two different versions of the game, they just made one version, and that version has to be compatible with last gen, so it limits what it can do on next gen, because like I said, they only have one version of the game. But rejoice, y'all, because it's only on Xbox One and PS4, not 360, not PS3, so it's not gonna be held back. Expect to see a lot of awesome features in this year's Madden. That's all I got for today, y'all. I'm gonna do a video when I get home. Best believe that. But I appreciate y'all's love and support, man. I appreciate y'all's comments. Sorry I don't have an actual video for this, but I hope that we can in the comment section, let me know what you feel about that. Let me know, even if you have a PS3 or Xbox 360, what are your thoughts on it not being on those consoles and things of that nature? Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe and share it. Till next time, y'all, and God bless.